aspect of it definitely was like it definitely had an effect on that because I had all these different things and trying to manage 30 guys and you get little mutinies and guys that don't like the way you're doing things and you know what, I don't blame those guys because I had no clue what I was doing. I was just trying to figure it out. But looking back, those 2 years, hockey aside, I mean, hockey's hockey. I mean, you don't know if you're going to play pro. You don't, like, I wasn't even really thinking about that. I was just, you just want to shoot to play at a college level, or even the dub and get those schools, that free education that comes along with the dub or an NCAA scholarship. Sometimes you got to pay, obviously, depending on what your scholarship is. But yeah, looking back, those 2 years I was captain, although my hockey career did take a little bit of hit from the added pressure and all that stuff, I'd never change that for anything because it taught me everything about being a leader. And maybe I didn't figure out till later in life and when I reflected on it, but those years are what made me who I am right now and have allowed me to be successful in business and differentiate myself from competition. I have no problem saying that when it comes to, bringing on new clients and helping people. There's a difference between working with me and someone that didn't go through the experience I am, because one thing we can adapt because we went to dressing rooms with new teams, with new players, different types of personalities. When you see it like, hundreds and hundreds of different personalities, I mean, there's only so many there that you can run into in the world, okay? And what hockey did for me was it introduced me to every type of personality. So when I sit down in a meeting with a client, I can pick up in a second what type of person that is, and I can adapt to be able to relate to them, and which helps my business, which ends up, us forming a good business relationship and me getting the business compared to versus my competition getting it. So those are huge, man. And I know that might sound a little bit, maybe cocky or whatever, but it's the truth. And anyone will tell you that. The guy that hired me here at IG Wealth, he doesn't have a sports background, but he says it every day. He's like, there's a difference between athletes. He's like, if you can, do you have anyone else we can bring on as athletes? Like, who can we add to our team that has, a sports background? It doesn't have to be hockey. Football, football is even better because you get put in a dressing room with 90 different guys and you have every type of race, you have every type of personality. And if you can get along in those dressing rooms, you're an asset down the road to anyone. And when you start a job outside of hockey, they'll teach you how to do the job. What you need to know how to do is to be able to be personable, to be able to adapt, and hockey does that for you, or any type of sport.
So you went to school. What you study at Quinnipiac? What's your degree?
I studied. My major was marketing.
Marketing, yeah, marketing, and then now, as mentioned, part of the question was all being a student athlete and going to Quinnipiac, going into what you're doing today. Now you're a financial planner. What more has helped you, I guess, than what you're
how was my marketing background kind of helped me? The reason I chose marketing, you were marketing too, weren't you?
No, as management.
Oh, management. Okay, so it's similar in a sense, but management and marketing are both extremely versatile. And I had no clue what I wanted to do. I remember, like, you got to pick your major at the end of your second year of college, right? And I remember being like, I don't know what I want to do. I remember, I'm like, my passion is finance now. Like, I love finance, but at that time, I remember taking finance courses. It was not my passion. My passion was playing hockey. And that kind of goes to show that I'm forever thankful I got into finance. I got the opportunity because I realized that this is actually like my calling, and I love what I do. I like what I do now more than I did playing hockey. I like it more than marketing. I like all that, but marketing has helped me because I'm a business owner. I manage my own portfolio. I have to market my business, and so having those marketing background really has helped me, especially starting a business from scratch. Get my feet off the ground, and I have a 3-year-old daughter, and my girlfriend, and I got to put food on the table, and so that skill definitely helped me do that faster than how it would have went if I didn't have that background. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. So all in all, everyone, just commit, you know, have the will to have efficient time and what you're doing, not only from a hockey perspective of working on your skills, working on your game, but also in your life, right? Like try your best to practice being on time, being there, helping others.
For sure.
Um,
Yeah, and honestly, like if I could give one piece of advice, step outside your comfort zone. Like when it comes to being comfortable, when you're comfortable, you're stagnant and you don't grow. There's no growth there. The minute you step outside your comfort zone, whether it's going and taking a scholarship and becoming a student athlete, maybe you're not good at school, like that is where you become a better person. That's when you excel. That's when you find what you're passionate about. If I when I was before I got into finance, I wasn't looking to get into finance. An opportunity came on the table. We were expecting our daughter, our first kid, and I wanted to make a better life for her and for my girlfriend as well. And so I took a leap of faith and realized that like now I love what I do. Like I don't know if I'll ever retire. Like I literally love what I do, and when you love what you do, you can't fail. It's absolutely impossible because it's not work and you put the time in. It's natural. It's not painful. It's not hard for me to get up in the morning. I get up at 5 in the morning every morning, and I'm excited to start my day. I'm excited to figure out ways to grow my business, to further my education. When it comes to making a decision on pursuing a different path in your career, or whether it's going on a new team or trying something different, you might feel sick to your stomach, but that's if you can train your mind or your brain to follow that pit in your stomach, that's what the growth is. When it feels easy, when it feels comfortable, that means that there's no change there. That means that you're not stepping outside your comfort zone, and that's not where you want to be. Too many people stay in their comfort zone, which leads to you just becoming stagnant and not really reaching your full potential. So
Great analogy. Great analogy for the younger generation, the players. You know, some may hit for the parents and coaches as well.